Hey everyone, and welcome back. We're diving deep into something that's really changing the world right now, and that's large language models. No, LLMs.
That's right,
We're going
LLMs.
to be taking a close look at a recent article from Medium called LLM Evolution.
Oh, yeah, by Ravindra Sadaful.
Exactly. Published just a couple months ago, so it's pretty up to date. Remember back when Siri setting a timer was like, wow, the future is here?
Uh-huh.
AI has come a long way since then, and this deep dive is all about exploring that journey.
It's amazing to see how fast things are moving. It feels like we're living in a sci-fi movie sometimes. From simple voice commands to AI that can hold conversations that are almost indistinguishable from a human.
The article kicks off by taking us back to 2018, 2019, what they call the foundation years. And I think a lot of us felt the impact of this new AI era without even realizing it.
For sure.
Think about it. Remember when Google search results suddenly got a whole lot smarter?
Oh, absolutely.
That was thanks to something called BERT.
BERT, bidirectional encoder representations from transformers.
Okay, so maybe not the catchiest name.
No, not really. But what it did was revolutionary. It was Google's way of teaching AI to really understand what we were searching for, not just matching keywords.
So like understanding the context of our questions.
Exactly. They trained BERT on the entire English Wikipedia. Imagine downloading all of that knowledge into an AI's brain.
So instead of just spitting out a list of websites, Google could actually grasp what we were looking for and give us more helpful results.
Precisely. Think about it this way. Before BERT, if you search, where can I pick up medicine for someone else? Google might have just shown you a bunch of drugstore locations. But with BERT, it could understand you're asking about pharmacy policies. You know, like if you can pick up a prescription for someone else.
It's like search engines suddenly learned to speak our language.
Yeah, exactly. They became so much more intuitive.
But the advancements didn't stop there.
Oh no, not even close.
In 2019, OpenAI came out with GPT-2. Now, this was a model so good at generating human-like text that they were hesitant to even release the full version. They were worried about potential misuse.
Yeah. It's kind of wild to think about, right? An AI so advanced that it sparked ethical debates, like, should we even release this into the world?
Exactly. It really makes you think about the power of these models.
Right, but it also showed us just how much potential they had. GPT-2 found its way into practical applications pretty quickly.
Right.
Salesforce, for example, used it to make their customer service chatbots much more human-like.
So suddenly, instead of getting those robotic responses, chatting with a chatbot actually felt like a real conversation.
Yes, exactly. It was a major step forward in making AI feel more natural, more relatable.
So we've got BERT transforming how we search for information, and GPT-2 giving chatbots a serious upgrade. These early models really laid the groundwork for the explosion of growth we've seen in LLMs, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. They were the pioneers, paving the way for even more incredible advancements. And that brings us to, well, I guess you could call it a growth spurt in the world of LLMs between 2020 and 2022.
Things really started to take off, didn't they?
They did. In 2020, OpenAI unveiled GPT-3, and it was a game changer.
GPT-3, I remember when that came out, it was all over the news.
It was a huge leap forward. GPT-3 boasts a massive 175 billion parameters. To put that in perspective, that's like, well, imagine if GPT-3 were a book.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
It would take over 350 years to read it aloud without stopping.
Wow, that's just mind-boggling. That's a lot of parameters.
A lot of parameters, a lot of power, and the impact was immediate. The Guardian, a well-respected newspaper, published an entire article written by GPT-3.
An AI writing for a major newspaper. That's incredible.
It was. And then there was GitHub Copilot, a tool for developers powered by OpenAI Codex, which is descended from GPT-3. Developers were able to code faster and more efficiently with AI assistance.
So it wasn't just about writing creative text, it was generating functional code.
Yes, exactly. GPT-3 showed us that these models could understand and generate complex structures like code. But OpenAI wasn't the only one making waves.
Right.
Google entered the scene with LaMDA and PaLM. LaMDA, which stands for Language Model for Dialogue Applications, was all about those natural, open-ended conversations.
LaMDA. That's the one that sparked the whole debate about AI sentience, right? Remember that Google engineer who claimed that LaMDA was, like, conscious?
Oh yeah, that was a big story. It really got people talking about how human-like these models were becoming.
It definitely blurred the lines a bit, didn't it? It makes you wonder what intelligence really means.
It really does. And then there was PaLM, Pathways Language Model, showcasing some truly impressive skills.
Feels like.
PaLM could understand and explain jokes.
Wow, AI that gets humor.
Yeah.
That's next level. It seems like every few months, LLMs were getting smarter and more capable. What else happened during this time?
Well, in 2022, Bloom came onto the scene. Bloom was special because it was open source and multilingual.
So anyone could use it.
Pretty much. Researchers, developers, smaller companies, they could all access this powerful LLM. No more restrictions of proprietary software. It really was a big step towards making AI more democratic.
So instead of just being controlled by a few big tech companies, powerful AI was becoming accessible to everyone. It feels like that was a turning point.
I think so too. It opened up so many possibilities for innovation. So to sum it up, we had BERT transforming search, GPT-2 and GPT-3 pushing the boundaries of language and code generation, LaMDA sparking those fascinating, sometimes unsettling conversations about AI sentience, Palm showcasing its impressive understanding of humor, and Bloom democratizing access to powerful AI. It's amazing how much happened in just a couple of years.
Absolutely. And this rapid evolution set the stage for even bigger things to come. So where do we go from here? What does the present and future hold for LLMs? It's amazing to look back and see how far we've come with LLMs, from basic language processing to AI that can write, code, even understand images like humans do.
It is, and you know what really blows me away? The speed of these advancements. It's incredible.
I know, right? In what, like 5, 6 years?
How about that? We've gone from AI that could barely follow a simple instruction to systems that can write articles, generate code, translate languages. Revolution happening right before our eyes.
It really is. And it's not just about what AI can do now. It's about how it's changing how we interact with technology, even with each other.
Absolutely.
LLMs make us ask some big questions about, intelligence, creativity, even what it means to be conscious.
No doubt. It's exciting, sure, but a little bit daunting too, right?
Definitely. So no one has a crystal ball, but based on what we've talked about, what are some possibilities for the future that really excite you?
One that I think has huge potential is AI-powered scientific discovery.
Oh, that's interesting.
Imagine LLMs, right? Going through mountains of scientific data, picking out patterns and connections that we as humans might miss.
So AI isn't just writing about science, it's actually doing science.
Exactly. It could lead to major breakthroughs in medicine, materials, even climate change.
Wow. Okay, so that's science. What about something like, well, education?
Oh, huge potential there too. We've already got AI tutors, but imagine every student having their own AI mentor.
Like a personalized AI teacher.
Yes. Adapting to their learning style, giving them tailored feedback. It could totally change how we learn and teach, making quality education accessible to everyone, no matter who they are or where they come from.
That would be incredible.
Yeah.
But, all this progress, it also makes you wonder about the downsides. Like, what about jobs?
Yeah, that's a big question. If AI can do so much, what will be left for us?
Right, exactly.
I don't think AI will completely replace humans, but it'll definitely change what work looks like.
For sure.
Some jobs will be automated, that's inevitable, but new ones will appear too. The key is adapting, focusing on skills that AI can't replicate. Creativity, critical thinking, problem solving, emotional intelligence.
So it's not about us versus them. It's about humans and AI working together.
Right. Using each other's strengths to create a better future for everyone. LLMs can automate tasks, analyze tons of data, see things we might not. But we bring our unique human qualities. Creativity, empathy, understanding complex social stuff, wanting to make the world a better place.
I like that. Okay, so as we wrap up this deep dive into LLMs, what are some key things you want our listener to think about as they keep exploring this world?
This might sound simple, but remember this. Language is what makes us human. It's at the core of how we communicate, our culture, how we understand everything. And AI is getting better at language all the time. So don't underestimate language's power. It can shape the world, and we need to use it wisely as we develop AI further.
That's a great point. Anything else to add?
Don't be afraid of what you don't know. AI is moving so fast, there's always something new. Stay curious, keep learning, ask questions. The future is being written right now, and we're all part of it.
Very well said. So, to our listener, keep exploring the world of LLMs with that sense of wonder. But also, be critical. Think about the implications. These are powerful tools that can change our world, and it's up to all of us to make sure that change is for the better.
Absolutely. We're writing the future. Let's do it right.
On that note, we'll leave you to ponder the possibilities. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.